Whiteclad Noble is known as one of the most frustrating bosses in Chapter 1, but with the right strategy, he's actually fairly easy to defeat. The key is understanding his moves and how to counter them effectively. In this video, I'll walk you through each of his attacks, breaking them down step by step so you can defeat him easily, even if you take a couple of hits. Alright, let's dive into the fight and go over each of his moves one by one. First, when you enter the arena, he always does this attack, which is pretty easy to dodge. When he creates this water circle, get ready for his ranged attack. It's easy to dodge. Just move sideways as the water slashes come at you. Right after that, he'll follow up with a spear charge, so stay alert. As soon as you see him preparing for the charge, be quick to roll away and avoid taking damage. This is an AoE attack. Whenever you see him doing this stance, just run away from it, or if you are good with timing, then just roll into him and attack him while he is open. If you want, you can freeze him while he is doing this attack. Now, let's talk about the two major stances that deal a lot damage. If you don't know how to differentiate between them, you'll easily get caught in his combos. Let's break down both stances and how to handle each one effectively. When you see him in this stance, you need to pay attention to his left hand. If you see his left hand clenching, then it's going to be a 4-combo attack. First two will be very quick slashes, and third will be delayed slash, and fourth will be a spear thrust. If you see him not clenching his left hand, then it's going to be a 6-combo attack. First two will be quick slashes, followed by a spear thrust, then he will leap and do 2 spin slashes, followed by a spear thrust. If you see him leaping on the water like this, then watch him while he is in the air. Sometimes he throws a spear at you, or does a spear charge, or he can do this stupid combo. All of them are pretty easy to avoid by just sprinting or rolling away. Once you deplete his health, a cutscene will trigger and start the Phase 2. But don't worry, Phase 2 is going to be much easier, especially after watching this guide. Now, let's break down his Phase 2 attacks and how to handle them. The most important thing to know in Phase 2 is that his health will start regenerating. But don't stress over it. It's only a small amount, and it won't be enough to turn the tide of the fight. After the cutscene, he mostly does this ranged attack 2 times, just sprint away to dodge them. Or he can do a spear thrust attack, which is also pretty easy to avoid. Similar to the first phase, he does another AoE attack, which is tricky to dodge, so I suggest you run away or freeze him if you can't dodge it. If you see him spinning his spear like that, then this is a charged range attack, which is pretty easy to avoid via walking sideways. If you are away from him, he mostly does this spear charge attack. Just stay away from him, and when he finishes his attack, dodge it and land a couple of solid strikes. When you see him doing this, it's going to be a wide slash attack to dodge this roll behind him or sideways. When you see him putting his spear on his shoulder, he will do this wide range attack, which is very easy to do perfect dodge. Dodge only when you see him doing this fast movement towards you. Now, if you see him slithering away, be ready. He might throw his spear at you. Alright, if you see him flicking his tail, he's about to create bubbles or something that will eventually explode. These are easy to avoid. Just keep your distance and don't go near them. You can use your transformation or spirits as you prefer. If you use the giant head spirit, he can deal insane damage and also increase your defense. And that's it. He's dead. Follow this guide, and if you missed anything, feel free to rewatch. After this, you'll find him much easier to take down. If this guide helped you, don't forget to drop a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more tips and boss guides.